See? Welcome to another episode of The Get Go. I'm Gina Blickenstaff, and we are in my studio in northern Colorado. It's December 20th. I was trying to get this video out on like November 20th, but lots of things going on, and I'm trying to finish this painting. It's taken me forever, and I just wanted to explain a little bit of my process since I'm showing you these stages in my work. I tend to be way too bright and huge amount of contrast, very heavy colors when I start a painting because I love color so much, but it's hard enough to do paintings that ultimately, work in somebody's house because of my colors. So I have to like tone it down. And that's why I put these washes over things. And I'm trying to do it softer, less, intense, less contrast, a little bit more peaceful. And the trick is to bring up the contrast and the points of focus slowly. So I do a wash over things, I tone things down, and then I kind of go back and I outline some things or put brighter edges on them and more detail in them so that they start to come forward in the painting. And I keep other things softer so they recede and don't draw your attention. I try to simplify things like this vase so it looks like one kind of homogeneous shape instead of a bunch of difficult contrasting colors and patterns and values. It's a little simpler and sweeter and more peaceful because I've toned down some of the darks and I'm just bringing forward some of the lights. I always do this bringing forward of the lightest lights at the very end, and then I go back and I put in a few darks here and there that need it. And that's the process I'm working on. That's why it takes so long to finish these paintings, because there's a lot of tweaking and a lot of, like in this painting, there's this big red thing over here. oops, over there. And now it just stands out because it's the only big red thing. There's a few reds in this vase here, but I have some other yarrow over here, which I'm probably going to have to do more like this color instead of that color yarrow to kind of balance these reds. I'm still fooling with that idea, but there's a lot that goes on at the very end of a painting to try to bring it together. So that's why you haven't seen me for a while, because I'm trying to upload a new painting with every episode. And now we're into the holidays, so I might have to upload this between Christmas and New Year's. Anyway, stay tuned. Enjoy this episode because you will be watching this when it's done and uploaded. So I hope you all having a great holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, happy everything that you celebrate, because I love you. God loves you. We all love each other, don't we? Here I am at Breakaway Cycles in Loveland, Colorado, with this nice lady, Bailey, who has been very instrumental in getting me the right kind of handlebars on this wonderful acquisition I just came to pick up, and it is the Aventon Abound. I'm going to take it for a little test ride, so thank you, Bailey.
You're very welcome.
I am so psyched. I got my new cargo e-bike, and I hope many happy adventures. Not riding my car. Sorry, little car, I love you, but we need to clean up our air. Got a lot of pollution all along the Front Range here in Colorado. I'm trying to get out of the car. This is so exciting. It's number 4, November 4th today, and I'm going on my second maiden voyage with my new Aventon Abound cargo e-bike. This time I'm going to use it as a real cargo bike. I've gotten some Velobin rigid plastic lockable panniers, which I'm really looking forward to trying out. I'm going to do like 4 different errands. One of them is I'm going to put a bunch of thrift store items in this box and bring them, bungee cord that to the back. I'm also going to bungee cord this little red refrigerated case with ice bags because I'm going to go to the grocery store and get some frozen things. I don't want them to melt on the way home. I've got layers on today. It's going to be in the 40s and 50s. So I've got a cotton dress. I've got wool leggings and wool socks under some boots and a wool sweater. And I've got a little cowl in case my face gets cold. I've got a little beanie to put under my helmet. I've got some gloves. Got a water bottle. I got some cool stuff in this little side pocket. Tools and some grocery bags. I'm going to do a little competition with myself and see if I can actually do all of my errands for a whole month on this bike instead of using my car. Of course, if I have to go out and it's snowing or something, that's not going to work. Or if I have to drag a big painting somewhere, that's not going to work. But anything that I can do on a bike, I'm going to try to do on the bike for a whole month, and we'll see. Not a great time to do it since it's November. I don't know how long this great weather is going to keep up, but that's my new challenge for myself. Oh, my bike is still here. I'm so paranoid because there's so much theft in this town these days. Isn't that cute? It's been really blissful so far. Except for the noisy trucks. I managed to bring all the right clothes for the temperature today. The sun's coming out, a little bit of breeze. I still got a whole bunch of charge on my battery. I've only used the assist. Whoops, I gotta stop. Go ahead. I'm fooling around with the settings. I've been doing almost this whole ride on the eco mode, which is the lowest assist. Now I'm kind of in the next level up because I'm kind of going uphill and I'm going home, starting to get a little tired, and I got a heavy load. I've used a throttle to get through almost all the intersections from a dead stop, and it's really great. And I've used it up a couple hills. So all in all, it's been a really fun ride so far. Now I see the end of the road. I gotta find my path on the map. Okay, I'm ready to go. I think it's like the 14th or 15th of November, and it is almost 70 degrees. It's unbelievable. But the weather's going to start getting cold, so I'm taking this last good weather day to go on this sort of trial expedition to the recycle center. And I got my bike packed up with commingled stuff and paper recycling in here. And I'm just gonna go on a 8-mile, well, like a 16-mile round trip plus a couple extra miles to the grocery store. And it's always a little nervy going somewhere for the first time because I don't exactly know where all the bike paths go. But I took screenshots of some of the maps on Google Maps, and well, I'm going to enjoy the adventure. Made it to the store, grocery store, and I brought with me some carrot and apple juice from the garden that I had frozen in the freezer, and it's still part frozen, and it is unbelievably delicious and sweet. Okay, grocery shopping, last stop. All right. I'm ready to go. It's November 20th. I only got about 11 days left to go in my personal challenge of doing all my errands on my new e-bike, my new cargo e-bike. But today is the first day. It's windy and cold, and I just got my new Pearl Azumi bicycling pants for the cold weather, and I got some Smart Wool base layer under here, and I got my Smart Wool sweater on, and my turtleneck, and a little thing, and a little thing. And I have some new Gore-Tex gloves. I'm trying all this stuff out to see how it works in this weather today. And I'm just gonna go to the farm stand, which is not too far away. So, okay, here I go. Okay, that was invigorating. I'm really enjoying my cargo bike. I am learning some things about the heavy weight of this, so be careful if you have a heavy cargo bike. It does not turn sharply and go with your leaning as much as a smaller, lighter weight bike does it. It's got this G-force pushing it along, and it keeps wanting to go straight when you're trying to lean into a turn, so be careful. And also in this strong wind, it's heavier, so it gets pushed by the wind more, which kind of threw me off today because that's the first big wind I was in. And when I came around the corner in the neighborhood, there's this really strong headwind, and I just love this throttle. I never thought I was going to like this throttle, but I just went zooming through that headwind, and it was really fun, even with some seriously heavy veggies in my seriously heavy bike. So there's no excuses, people. It's fun, invigorating. Get out and ride your bike. I am off on another long journey to the recycle place on my cargo bike. I have a big box of paper recycling and some glass recycling. I'm gonna put a bunch more junk mail and stuff in these bins, and then I'm gonna go grocery shopping afterwards. And it's 53 degrees outside, so I'm got a lot of layers on. Wish me luck. Okay, I'm over here in the sunshine next to a big power plant of some kind. It's slow going today because there's patches of ice everywhere, and I got this 81-pound bike with a whole bunch of heavy stuff on it, including a box of glass recycling jars. So I'm just going really slow, and all of my warm clothes are working well. My gloves, my toes are getting a little cold, so I might have to put on those booties I bought to cover, keep them from the wind. So anyway, it's too risky to hold the camera while I'm riding, so I stopped to blow my nose. I thought I was on a new path, but I just came across my favorite willow tree. So I have been here before, walking from the other direction. I'm discovering all these fun places to go on my bike. I'm heading to Whole Foods, which I never want to shop at, but Natural Grocers, where I usually shop, is just a little bit too out of range for me today, so I'm gonna have to put some money in Jeff Bezos' hands, which I don't like to do. Oh well, you do what you can. Oh my God, I had to go up this giant zigzag, all those levels, tight corners on my heavy big cargo bike just to get over there. I'm gonna have to do it again on the other side because that's Whole Foods over there. How to do a happy dance. First, you have an accomplice over there. Then you cover your white pasty legs with your chubby knees that you inherited from your mother. Then you wear something to hide your butt, which is falling down to your knees. A lot hinges on the knees in this scenario. Then you find a top that hides your lack of waistline, which disappeared some years back. Then you use a hat for your bad hair day, and if you're so inclined, you can use a scarf to pretend to hide your double chin. And there you have it. You're all set, right, Pierre? Let's go. Oh, and I almost forgot something really important. You have to have some sexy shoes that make you feel like you're 24 years old dancing in the club. This is really important. Even though they'll be hurting your feet, your old lady feet. Don't you like these? I think these are really cool. And they're old ladies also. Then the last requirement of doing a happy dance, of course, is editing out all the stupid dancing moves you just do. That's the most important feature of correct happy dancing. Okay, I have to face it. I have to prune my apricot trees and my peach trees and my almond trees in this structure. Coming way out here. They're way up there. They're way across here. We had some, and I have a volunteer nectarine tree, which is really cute, and I have to keep whacking that down so we can walk through the path here. Over here in Stanley's house, I have 2 plum trees. Now look at Stanley's. Stanley's way outside his bounds. And he's sticking up through the fence, the wire mesh. So I'm trying to psych myself up into this task because it's gonna take a long time. So today I'm just gonna pick weeds all out from underneath everything. Just try to clean the space and get in the mood. I even have a volunteer black walnut, which I'm letting grow, but I have to take down all the weeds underneath it. I'm a little bit worried about letting this grow because walnuts have kind of toxic roots, and I don't want them to affect my fruit trees, which are right here. But these trees are succumbing to thousand cankers disease, and it's likely it won't survive. So I'm just sending it good thoughts because I'd love to have a nut tree for the squirrels, if not for me. I know I wouldn't get any because the squirrels are eating all my apples. This apple came from my tree in the front. The squirrel steals the the apple from the apples in the front of my house, brings it up to the top of the roof, rolls it down this side, and creates a pile of apples on this side. And now he or she has run out of red apples, or nice apples at the top of the tree, so he's just sitting on the branches lower and just eating the apples. They only eat a part of the apple and then they go to the next apple, so it's really annoying. But I'm happy to feed them. I'm happy to share the goods. Okay, now I've been watching some videos about how to prune things. You gotta prune things. You gotta prune pears and apples different than you gotta prune plums. You gotta prune apricots different than you prune peaches. I have no idea how to prune an almond tree. And I know there's another tree. Anyway, I'll figure it out as I go. How do you like my new fancy gloves? My arms are getting all stabbed up. These peach trees and apricot trees have a whole bunch of dead branches that are very pointy Oh shoot, I just dropped my glove. Damn. Okay, now the even more fun part. Trying to straddle these boards, standing up. Whoops. Dropping all the branches down there. Oh my God. Whew. What do you think, Pierre? My best bud, my best gardening bud. Looking for catnip? You looking for more cat? Oh, you feisty, are you? Are you feisty? What do you think? Did I do good?
Bye.